and contribute. Three, what will be the purpose and contribution of marketing? And four, what will be the role of government? So, starting with the big picture, the biggest picture, what might the world look like? I might say that it's pretentious for anyone to predict the future. I can only quote the great Mahatma Gandhi, who said, the future is going to be in the present. Our own choices, which management father said the same thing. The best way to predict the future is to create it. So the questions that come up about the future of the world or scarcity, or to go further, maybe will be a world where there's abundance in some parts of the world and continued scarcity in other parts, which we have now. And eventually you get more of the world abundant. Another question is, will it be a world of peace or war? And of course, we are hoping that we will finally learn the lessons of nature and everything else, that peace is so priceless, we must avoid wars whenever we can. And third, will it be a world of opportunity or one of dread and suffering? Let's make it a world of opportunity for all. Now, one final remark about the world was Woody Allen's remark. I must say it's kind of gloomy. One path leads to despair and other hopelessness, the other to total extinction. Let us pray that we have the wisdom to choose to recognize. Well, he only gave us two forks in the road, both of which are despairing. We have a broader picture of that. See my next slide. And this is called the problem of the fork in the road. It came from really the great futurist, Buckminster Fuller, in his writing. And he said there were two paths. Utopia, which is the one we all want to take as the path, or oblivion. Now, I'm going to modify that. I'm going to make three paths. We're going to start with oblivion and where we are. We are where the X is shown. We're moving toward oblivion. In other words, the dying of the planet. We're not there yet. We haven't done enough to kill the planet. You see, a dying out of the X, do not go past that point of no return. Once we do, there's oblivion. We should backtrack. And in backtracking, we either slowly cut the fossil fuel business, which is threatening the life of the planet, or we even leap faster somehow to what is a mode called survival, where we are certainly not going to have the planet heat up to such a point that life is not possible on the planet. And then we would have a chance for utopia. So let's work on that premise best. Let's move on. I've done some work with my friend Christian Safar, identifying the worst problems of the world. And I've identified 7 problems, and we call them the wicked 7. One of them is the death of nature. We've been very abusive of plants and animals and nature. And we can say more about that in the book that we have published called The Wicked Problems, in which they novel show the damage that's been done and what can be done to save the situation. You'll notice inequality is always the problem, and it's always been with us. What can we do about it? And behind that, and underlying that, is hate and conflict. Why do we have so much hate and conflict? And then there's a problem of power That's an optimistic look for the future. But let's move now to business. And we recognize there are four big forces changing everything, namely new technologies, the fact that countries deal with other countries in trade and in messaging, and there's globalization, and that the physical environment is strong, but often we abuse it, and sustainability and other questions have arisen. And then the whole force of social responsibility toward other people, toward nature, and so on. Now, all of this in the context of changing consumer capabilities. Today's consumer is much more sophisticated than past. The companies are more sophisticated. And there's new capabilities, and even the government is playing a more active role in many places. So, moving on, I'd like to share my view of the early history of business and how it evolved to today's business. Because going back in time, we saw companies, small one, small league, and they knew how to make something, how to market those things. But you know, it was a world of shortages. So anything that was made, it produced a lineup of people ready to buy those things. We say that's a state of undersupply. Undersupply means anyone who makes it can suffer because go around. However, we move over time to a world of oversupply, where there are many competitors making more things than you can actually afford with the level and earnings people have. So we're in a world of oversupply, and so these companies have to learn something new, not just to make more product, but how to market what they need and market. So companies turn to advertising agencies to learn marketing. And what they really learn is a distorted view of marketing is global and powerful ad, getting someone to know about a product, to feel good about that product and buy it. So marketing turns out to be much more than just advertising. And it meant that there was a company had to touch these four things in what we call their marketing mix. Marketing was more than just promotion and advertising. So the original marketing tools were the four P's. And that coincidence that they all use with a P. Product, price, place, and now I'm and strategic marketing management. Changes to a set of tools, not a full set of tools. And they are the end product. We want to separate this out and make it as important as so we give that enough attention. Now, price was always in the 40s, but you know, you set a price, but you do a lot of things to move your product beyond that price because if it's not moving, you want to give additional incentives. You want to say a 20% discount if you buy today, or two for the price of one. So the whole field of incentives should be separated from the setting of the normal price. And then we want to not use the word promotion, but the word communication, and establish a very good communicating system. And then system covering any channel that carry a product to the customers. And then brand to be worked on and built all the time and protected all the time. So if a company works with these seven ideas, they have a really planet, hopefully. And the companies will start with, of course, what we call SPG, segmentation, targeting, positioning. In other words, probably there's only a limited number of people who have any interest in their office. What segment of need do you want to serve? Who do you want to serve? Do you want to serve young people and their wish to drink something, whether it's a Coke, or whether it's orange juice, or a alcoholic drink? Who's your segment? So we can target that group better and position your offering in a more meaningful way. Your value, state of value proposition of what the user gets from the product. That's position. And then move to a digital world, from an analog world to a digital world. And we're increasingly recognizing a change. In the past, there were only two groups that the company paid attention to: customers and investors. In other words, know your customers so well that will buy enough of your product so that profits are made which go to the investors only. But that has been changing from a shareholder company that is the company maximizes the wealth of the shareholders to a stakeholder into a company that there's 6 or 7 groups that have made the success of that company and reward should be proportional to their contributions. And that is whole is gaining very much this whole view of serving the stakeholders of the company and rewarding. And companies are now becoming AI-oriented. And we look at artificial intelligence offers many opportunities, and companies are getting very analytical and approaching marketing, trying to understand the market behavior. Okay, so wrapping this up, the world is changing at a fast rate. It's destroying old businesses that do not adjust, and it's forming new companies all the time. And businesses therefore need to change with changing market opportunities. However, too many companies do not change. They might not recognize changes or have the capability to change. Too many managers focus on existing procedures and bureaucracy. In other words, they have professional people running the company, but that's not enough. You need to also be entrepreneurial. And I'll make more of that point about the difference between being a company with professional marketers, and I say that is not enough. They must also have entrepreneurial marketers, and I'll say more about that. So let's ask 2 things. One is, what are the business characteristics in the post-COVID world? And then we'll turn to what are the customer characteristics. So first with business. I think you will agree with us about more companies are vulnerable to disruptors. Disruptors come along with either a lower price for the same product or a product with more features than the present products are offering. So disruption is something every company has to worry about being replaced by a better offer in some way, either lower cost or more value created. So you got to listen as a company, ask the people to sense what the possible disruptors might be, because the message becomes this: if you're going to be disruptive, you should do the disruption yourself. Ability. More companies collect detailed human data, and they apply what we call machine learning to produce actionable marketing business. That's why we take all this data to get a better understanding of what becomes accustomed to decide on your brand instead of the other. And we make progress in getting insights that way. Third, more startups will emerge through direct consumer marketing, or sometimes ECM, uh, where some startups decides that there are consumers of a need that is not supplied well by the shops or online services. And the future of online made it possible for startup firms to get the names of consumers who have a certain need and startups in and place their offers directly to consumers who do not have to go to the shop. So the standard product of who will buy their new starter product. So this is challenging for marketers. And as a result, outcomes are faster than is it possible that we won't need sodas in the future? Because everything could be ordered or direct delivery. Customers will talk about that. Brand building requires more than traditional marketing tools. Yes, advertising is a very big input to brand building, but there's much more involved in brand building. Sales go through the smart online behavioral area where you know who you want to be and how to use them. And companies will brand activism. That brand might be richer to both the employees, customers, and the public because it takes a stand on something the public cares about. Of course, a company could never get involved in any cause and just sell what it makes. But most companies are now believing that they can sue in the world in their advantage. And the companies will do increasingly more in-house advertising and promoting. And the advertising agencies to do those they can do. In other words, we'll find out there are some types of preparing a good advertising campaign that they can handle themselves. And then there's some ad agencies and promoters what they can pick up their own company. Let's move on. You know, businesses will have to change their purpose. Just, you know, profitability is the historical purpose of the company. They have, their job is building for their products and services. Hopefully, that will be endless economic growth and job creation. The new issue is this. Industrialization increases all the time, and in doing that, it produces more carbon in the world that is warming the planet. And that these people in the worst parts of the world where newly will find breathing to be impossible. They will flee. They will put pressure on Europe and other places where they can at least avoid this heat and cause great problems in the world. So we should do our best to neutralize industrialization, even from fossil fuels, which is the basis of our energy system, to non-fossil fuels, to wind and solar energy and water energy and so on, in which case we need electricity and make it prevent warming of the planet. So now this means that it's not enough to just achieve profitability. Every decent firm will also try to use consume sustainability along with profitability. And in fact, that calls upon the firm of reshaping the consumption of products and the design products in the industry that they plan. And I would say there were the move to degrowth as a major theme. In other words, the degrowth population, the growth of bigger economies. No, it could be just about slower growth, more rational growth of the world economy. And does sustainability impact profits negatively? I would argue the opposite, that the firms that are taking to heart real sustainability have learned so many things about waste and how to use and reuse the same resources again and again. And those firms are practicing what we call circularity. They are letting the resources be used again and again. We say recover, reuse, and recycle existing products and resources. With water more carefully, minimize the use of packaging, especially reduce the use of plastics, use more efficient lighting, heating, and air conditioning, and minimize your driving and flying because it's always using carbon. So that's a new purpose. That this adds sustainability to profitability in the hands of business. By the way, in terms of taking new costs that the company might believe in, we have evidence in companies that have identified a cost. Avon is a company which sells cosmetics and so on, and you would know that when alternatively very breast cancer, and we want to support all the research that can be done to minimize the event happening to everyone. And if we ignore these and then we know that and appreciate that cost. I won't comment on we have written books that mention many of the costs. This is work it out. But the company today has three styles of marketing. Really, the purpose of marketing is to create new we're talking about how to create marketing 1.0 is where the usual talking to your customer. You think your customers can understand what customers are like, even without research. You're told on the product that you sell, whether it's an automobile, a refrigerator, or a drink or something. And you're going to spend your time messaging the economic value of what you just pay for customers. Because the aim is just products. That's 1.0 marketing. 1.2 marketing comes more from the heart. You're caring for the customer. You value your employees and other people working with you for you. And you want to improve social practice for everyone. That's good. That's better than 1.0. And then there's 3.0, which some companies think to them it's more than how it's spirit. And value, not value, but values that really values. Among them is environment. And their goal is human happiness. So the question is, where is your company now? Is it a 1.0 or a 2.0 or 3.0 company? What do you want the company to be? If you're millennials, really want your company to be a 3.0 in this practice. Why? Because you feel more proud of your company for being caring of the job. And you have to start a step to get the company to move from 1.0 to 2.0 or possibly 3.0. A book that I find very useful to cite, and many of you have already used the book, and I've used it 7 years now. I wish I had written by three wonderful scholars. called firms of endearment, which is basically to say, companies that people love, firms of endearment. And the scholars studied companies and found 25 companies that consumers would say, I love that company. They would say, oh, I hope this computer, I don't know what I do, like the other things. So in different ways, these were 25 companies. Apple was another company that people said, if Apple is here, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I can imagine. I love that company. And it's cell phones. So what we found out is all 25 companies that customers love were stakeholder driven, not shareholder driven. And these firms of endearment were highly profitable and they outperformed the overall market's performance by to one ratio, which is how they outperformed all their competitors. And at these companies, employees were happier, more motivated, more loyal, more innovative. The suppliers were more profitable, and the environment improved in all these communities. So, yeah, this was a stakeholder capitalism is superior to shareholder capitalism. Now, the interesting thing is all 25 companies share the following 8 characteristics. First, they said they cared about all the stakeholders. Secondly, the executive salaries were high, but relatively modest in terms of some other companies which really paid so many more times what the other paid. Three, the management open operated an open door policy. Yes, you can meet me if you have an idea. Don't worry that I'm the boss is 30 levels down. I need to make a hearing from you. That's great. And these companies paid good compensation with good benefits. Their employees were trained longer and the turnover was low. Even in choosing workers, these companies wanted to choose people who were passionate about creating value for customers. And these companies viewed the suppliers as very important partners who collaborate on improving productivity and quality and lowering costs. And they believe that their corporate culture is their greatest asset and primary source of their competitive advantage. Now, finally, this is something that will go on. Their marketing costs were much lower than their peer competitors, while customer satisfaction and retention was much higher. Wow, you need to say that these companies don't have to spend as much. Why do they? Well, literally, because most of the broadcasting is being done by who? By their satisfied customers, by word of mouth. These companies have created customers who will become advocates of the firm. And in ordinary conversation, oh, you're buying a car. That car that's a great car. So much of the work is done without buying it. So you realize that despite having advertising, despite having sales force, most of the work of creating a strong brand is done by the customers who are so excited by the company that they broadcast for that company. But let's move forward. So that I'm basically that marketing role is to be professional cheerleaders and part is much more. And we want the marketers to be entrepreneurial in the sense that the visionaries, having a vision of what's possible, always finding new opportunities, comfortable taking some and trying to build networks around their business that will continue to support the process. And the aim of marketing is, of course, to sell the product, but the broader way is to improve lives and well-being of customers, employees, investors, and other stakeholders. Sometimes that's called servant leadership, that you can be proud of service to others, because by performing good service, you're really serving yourself as well. So the role of marketing, let's look at it more closely. Marketing is clearly a driving force in the economy. Uh, First, it's based on the economic growth. I would just say that the economy without marketing would grow slower. Secondly, marketing determines the mix of the society's products and services, because not only do companies make what is needed, but they often visualize what would add value even if they were not these products were not in existence. I mean, Steve Jobs said he's not making this thing called a cell phone because people knew about it and asked for it. No, he wasn't being a need. He was offering something that when looked by consumers, they will appreciate how much help that cell phone will be in their own lives and theirs. So we sometimes say that marketing is not only market driven, but maybe market driving. I'll say more about that shortly. Now, marketing can be run in a society in two ways. The society, like the American society, might say companies are free to determine their products, prices, places, and promotion as they wish. Free. That's called a free state of marketing with very little regulation and so on. Or the government may set a lot of rules and guide marketers to make right decisions. The rules can be very restrictive or they can be very broad. I created the following rules that might guide marketing practice in the society, and why not say products should create no harm. I mean, which means that we should have to look at cigarettes and so on and wonder whether we should allow them to be so promoted because they do cause heart attacks and cancer and other deaths. So I mean, freedom of the society makes the determination that certain products have to be eliminated because they create harm. Prices for basic needs products should not be excessive for low income people. I mean, bread, everyone needs bread for survival. And if the prices of bread go up, it puts the pressure on low income people. So the good society is make sure that basic needed products by low income people are affordable. Not only that, that the basic needed products are available to every location where there are low income people. And the promotion should be people and not high pressure or all the time. It should be truthful and effective. And a brand should not attack other brands so much as focus on its own virtue. And working develop a set of rules for a nation that's starting out to want to guide marketing practices, usually some of the rules. But what is marketing today? Marketing has become applied economics. So that's its spot economics. But it's a mix also of social science and economic theory and organizational theory. That was what I set out to do with my 1967 book, Marketing Management, to make marketing based on this foundation. And it's a force that shapes our wants and lifestyles. And it undergoes continuous change. To show that, I use a story and had a CEO give a talk, and came up to me afterwards, and he had a copy of my book, but what book? The 1967 textbook that I wrote at that time, called Marketing Management. When he says, I learned to write the book. I still use it. Would you sign it? I said to this still, I would still use it. He said, Mark, he says, yes, I look up things that happen and find it helpful. I said, you know, marketing has changed so much since 67. And on my 16th edition, it said, I'm trying to tell me another book. I said, yes, because you want to know anything about brand equity or about digital marketing or things that really come today, you have to recognize that marketing is not the same as geometry. I can teach you geometry that was taught back 2,000 years ago, and there will be no change in the subject. But marketing changes every period. In fact, we wrote a book called Marketing 4.0, and Marketing 5.0, and Marketing 6.0, because every few years new things happen. Anyway, another thing about the future of marketing, buyers will be able to set this brand without resorting to advertising for salespeople. Increasingly, I know marketing traditionally is about advertising salespeople. We know that the consumers are how much information for and for marketing and advertising. Marketing was successful depended mostly on smart pricing, only down channels. Marketing creativity will be crucial to achieve marketing success. Innovative marketing will be more useful to turning that personas in marketing, personas. Copywriters know who they're trying to reach. Don't use some people measures because in the digital age, there are some people who have thousands of followers. Why you get them to use our product that visibly, then followers want to be using what so they can are used. And their marketers will use analytics to identify with best process. So, what about government? Just remember I said groups, government, one of them, and we can't answer mutually. We could be a system of unregulated free market competition was highly formed. We operate for so many years, some regulations, but mostly free market competition and capitalism. American stakeholder capital is made strong with regulations and social responsibility. I think we have to retreat from free market capitalism. I'm happy to favor market capitalism, which believes that certain areas should be public available to the public that will kind of affordable way. Free education, college education, such as I'm planning with three children chasing the college $100,000 makes it almost possible for the person to afford that. Florida Catholic was not in Norway, Sweden, Iceland. They have charged more for society higher income tax, and they have enough college education freer, expensive, and what is covered in their company at a much lower cost. Our woman in space for these public sector, we have to go to the system where the authorities are more authoritarian. Democracy melts what affects you, what books you can read and not read. And that women, that the women do not be controlled or their body, that will have to be addressed. All people were raised. So we have to be sure we're preserving the right to come carrying out. And I'm going to leave slave because this is a face-to-face book. There's three types of bad marketing. Unethical marketing, backed by on you. And don't do a lot of wasteful marketing. The sales that you take that add up and then there's it's kind of slow. You know, the shower and the sales talks and all that. Working really do a marketing with people, run other people, on both sides, because every direction is violent. So, I don't believe especially in the time very serious about it. Within 5 years, and I'm talking about if you're in the same business as you are in now, you're going to be out of business. It's not changing. And by the way, not only profitability that you should do that, if you don't add sustainability, you will definitely be out of business. Thank you very much. I know I said a lot of things and I hope you will post, but I yeah.
Thank you, Professor Srivastava, for your wonderful insights about marketing and the future. So now it is time to celebrate, and I'm inviting all who are invited to come here and thank you, Professor Srivastava, for that amazing insightful session. Surely we'll take these learnings to enrich our future. Now we will move on to an engaging panel discussion. Focus on the topic, how entrepreneurial marketing essence can help a future smart system. The panel is moderated by Professor Dr. Elizabeth Song, Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor and Dean of Business School, Columbia University College. And the panelists are Professor Dr. Anwar Hussain, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Columbia University College, Naim Ashrafi, Head of the Innovation Fund, Aspire to I, and Sanai Karda, CEO and Executive Director of Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. Together, they will explore the role of entrepreneurial marketing in fostering the development of smart cities. Who will drive the future of our Please give a big round of applause for our panelists. Thank you very much. I would now request the panelist moderator, Professor Dr. Moses Sun, to continue. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, good evening and welcome to our panel discussions on the topic how entrepreneurial marketing can help state users smart cities. I am Yusuf Islam and I have the honor of serving as the moderator for the insightful session. In this panel discussion, we have with us Professor Honorable Vice Chancellor of the University of Pradesh, Mr. Naeem Ashrafi, Head of Innovation Fund, Asset APY, and Chief of Capital, which was here in this place, Mr. Sanat Sinha, Senior Executive Director, Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. We have some of the best in the field of entrepreneurship, social science, marketing and technology based societal development. Together we will explore the powerful intersection of entrepreneurial marketing and its potential to shape a smart, sustainable, motivated, intelligent, resilient, and tech-savvy citizens who will drive the progress and prosperity of our country. In this era of rapid technological advancements, evolving consumer behaviors and global interconnectedness, the role of entrepreneurial marketing has become more critical than ever. It is not only about selling products and services, it is about empowering individuals, fostering innovation and creating sustainable social impact. During our panel discussions, we will delve into various aspects of entrepreneurial marketing and its implications for shaping future smart cities. We will explore how entrepreneurial marketing can encourage individuals to become participants in their communities, the leadership of societal challenges, and contribute to positive changes. We will also discuss the role of entrepreneurial marketing in promoting the adoption of smart technologies, enhancing digital literacy, and bridging the digital divide. We will explore how entrepreneurial marketing strategies can raise awareness about environmental challenges and more sustainable areas among the citizens of the nation. Furthermore, we will examine how entrepreneurial marketing can cultivate an entrepreneurial mindset among citizens, fostering creativity, resilience, and appetite for innovation. We will explore successful entrepreneurial marketing campaigns that have shaped user smart citizens and engagement in social and technological advancement. As a dedicated discussion, I intend all the and audience members to share their unique insights, experiences, and perspectives. Let us engage in heartfelt conversations, challenge assumptions, and explore solutions that can empower individuals and contribute to the development of future communities. That is my gratitude to our esteemed panelists for joining us today and sharing their expertise. Their diverse backgrounds and experiences will undoubtedly enrich our discussions and shed light on the dimensions of entrepreneurial marketing. With that, let us embark on this enlightening journey of exploring how entrepreneurial marketing can help shape user responsibility. Thank you. Let the discussions begin. Now, I would like to start with Honorable Professor and Vice Chancellor of Northern University, Professor Dr. Anwar. Sir, my question to you is how entrepreneurial marketing can encourage people to become active participants in their communities, take ownership of societal challenges, and contribute to positive changes for a smart Bangladesh. Sir.
Thank you, Professor. Sam. Well, very complex question. Normally, we talk about educational marketing concept, which is a kind of, calculated risk taking, and also seeking opportunities to create a business with valuable customers and profitable customers and retaining them. And also, they have to leverage the resources they have, and also be very creative and innovative in their business strategies and all other features. They have to size up and understand the customers. As you know, the technology is moving fast, and as technology moves very forward looking, lot of us cannot possibly cope up with them. There is a theory of modern in sociology that this technology advances but culture lags. So there is always a culture lag among the people among the society. So you have to take a broader approach, a social approach, where you communicate to the citizens how to become how to become smart, handle this. You have seen what happened when Bangladesh government introduced the metro rail in Dhaka. A lot of people who went there, they were not able to Delhi. Luckily for them, they had a separate manual ticket, so they could really help of that. But I remember the same situation happened to me personally back in 2000 when I went to USA after a long lapse of 20 years. And what happened when I landed at the airport, and when I had to go to the city station, I had to take a train. And there was no station where the ticket counter is there. Only thing is the machines are there and the communicating tickets for their time and changing your dollars. So I didn't have faintest idea how to do it. So I had to ask a director to show me the exact way of using that machine. So this is similarly everywhere in the system you find problems because they are not smart enough. Many of us don't know how to handle the mobile, especially the iPhone. Sometimes you go like this, that you cannot possibly control it. My wife always complains about the iPhone mobile, and she has to give it to our grandson to fix it up. So our next generation, luckily for us, are much more smarter, and they can help us in that respect. Now the government to initiate this kind of smart system or smart Bangladesh, our Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has already made the country digital in nature. So a lot of connectivity has been established. We have about 90% people who are using telephone, mobile, and television is very high in our country. And this will go safeguard which are available in this country. It is also one way gateway to the technological emancipation of the people and also making our government services and private service much more easier. When this country was struck down by pandemic and we had no chance to impart education to the students in the classroom, we had to take refused to do online teaching. We went to homes of the students, thousands of the students at their doorstep. So device situation, which is a paradigm shift in all respects. Now, the customers are not coming to the marketplace. It is the manufacturer, producers, or the marketers who have to do them. So, if we have to go to the people, then we have to develop design posters, we have to design different kinds of communication through social media. Because social media has become a very powerful media through which you can communicate to marketing. Right? Are very important. So government has to take use support from social media and other ways. And we have seen already our smart government has already done that. There is a lot of publicity coming up in the social media about what to do when there is a fire, what to do when there is a epidemic. So a lot of kinds of elections are coming. Because smart election will depend on smart citizen, smart government, also smart economy and smart society. We have to make an approach so that our society becomes more aware about the requirements for taking the help of the government or the services, or our economy has to be more smarter, it has to have more inclusive banking system, more inclusive support system, more inclusive knowledge system. Everywhere you have to adopt new technology and also support system from the government. Thank God, our government has already decided by 2041, this country will become a smart country. And that's why all the approaches are there, all the avenues have been created. Government has got a very efficient division in the AUI, which is also giving us a lot of innovative ideas, taking innovative ideas from the from university from everywhere. And so that they are coming up with a lot of patents, and these patents are going to support new commercialization. One must remember one thing, we can produce a lot of products, but how to sell it in our I remember one NGO back in the 60s, they were trying to develop some income generating approaches for the village girls, village women. So what they brought up several hundred village girls, village women, and taught them how to prepare, manufacture soap. So in one lab of products, that village became so many soap producers, but no one else. If you cannot take care of the market, or what are the stakeholders you have, and what are the needs and requirements, and what is the market size, what is the volume of the product, and how to check that product, how to communicate, how to connect, you cannot do a smart market. So that's why I would say that government will have to go for a careful campaign for making this smart so that they can take care of those resources and market becomes responsive to the customers. Because unless you respond to the customers' needs and requirements, you are not an entrepreneurial market. Entrepreneurial market, if you look into social media relations, and as you know these days, through Facebook, through some other social media, you can only coordinate issues of the customers. And you get all this information, you go for some analytic, and you find out what is the issue that they were looking for all your product and service. So this is the private sector doing. Government will have to, because there is also a lot of senior citizens. Government has to take care of them. In that area, the government has to find out social media for the different senses. So, I've been using a lot of analytics in marketing is one way the private sectors are moving, and we have seen in studies specifically that the digital business entrepreneurs are much more profitable compared to the non-digital businesses. So that's why you have to go for online digital marketing where you can get some billionaires who are at least of the 20s. And you can talk of, the Wikipedia, then you can talk of Mark Zuckerberg, you can talk of in Bangladesh also, the entrepreneur or Pata. So this can become billionaires very soon. I think very common names. This consideration has to be there that age is not a factor, that government should try to develop entrepreneurs on every sector and support them so that the economy can move. With this viewers, I would like to hand over the microphone to our moderator.
so many issues relating to the question how entrepreneurial marketing can encourage people to become active participants in their communities and take ownership of societal challenges and contribute to the positive change for smart Bangladesh. Professor Anna Hossain rightly pointed out that the technological advancements, the pace of technological advancements is higher than the pace of cultural development. So at one time, people cannot adapt with the technological development. So societal changes is needed, and we also mentioned that it is to be under the supervision of the government intervention, and of course it is to be fast. Commission Anwar also mentioned that to cope with the technological development, citizens must come forward and government can help what is helping Bangladesh. And he also mentioned that the Iraqi campaign is needed. He is actually rightly said that to go with the technological advancement and development, we need smart government, we need smart services, we need smart systems, and also we need smart arrangements in all respects. Thank you, sir, for raising these very important aspects of entrepreneurial marketing and advancement of the citizens of Bangladeshi citizens. Now I would like to move to Mr. Naeem Ashrafi, who is the head of Innovation Fund, Aspire to Innovate A2I. My question to Naeem Ashrafi is how to promote the adoption of smart technologies, enhancing digital literacy and bridging the digital divide. Mr. Naeem Ashrafi.
Thank you. So, nowadays, in this year, around 4 or 5 years, we have had a fundamental shift in thriving organizations. And going forward, to make a smart country, we need to go above and beyond. So what we can do is, promote some creative minds so that they can, think creatively with a strong curiosity, open-mindedness, and innovation, and entrepreneurial mindset. And knowledge is, widely available nowadays over internet and so many other resources. So many things that universities have to repurpose their valuation because knowledge dissemination at some point will no longer be available because all the information, knowledge, more like these are readily available. So what we'll do to thrive? We'll seek creativity, observation, and then apply in problem solving. so that many products, services, local problems, etc. can be addressed. Through that, we can, promote our young people so they are prepared for the future. As you know, we have had a long journey and achieved digital Bangladesh, Vision 21. And now going towards 2041, Vision 2041, Smart Bangladesh. So our young generation can apply creativity along with knowledge and innovation. And the other thing is, we have had tremendous growth over the last 15 years. But one thing is missing, that is employment. So it is being said that our growth is unemployed growth. Many graduates are, passing out every year, but government cannot provide jobs to all because private sector accounts almost 20% of the jobs. So what will do? We'll have to become entrepreneurs, innovators, and through that we can address unemployment challenges. And through that, I think it will progress towards advantage. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very much, sir. You have correctly said that we need to promote some creative minds. Because we see now, due to artificial intelligence and machine learning, knowledges are available. What we need the innovation, creative knowledge, creativity, we need creativity. And that is why we say that Bangladesh government has set Vision 2021, and that is smart Bangladesh. And smart means sustainable, motivated, agile, resilient, and state-saving Bangladesh. We also mentioned that the growth that has happened in Bangladesh and other developing countries are without the creation of government. In fact, it has helped to create opportunities for the private sector entrepreneurship. So we need to focus on the entrepreneurship development, entrepreneurship marketing. Thank you, Mr. Naivasha, for valuable discussion on the promotion of smart technologies, enhancing digital literacy and bridging the digital divide. Now I am moving to Mr. Sanat Sinanayake, who is the CEO and Executive Director, Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. Now, my question to you is how entrepreneurial marketing strategy can raise awareness about environmental challenges that promote sustainable behaviors, cultivate entrepreneurial mindset among the citizens, fostering creativity, resilience, and an appetite for innovation. Mr. Sanat Sinanayake.
Good evening. I decided to come to the lecture so that I could see all of you. And thank you for staying back. I know it's kind of late now, but try to make it all as possible. Uh, I wish to thank Professor Anand Hussain, the Vice Chancellor, and Professor Nazrul Islam. I presume that I pronounced their names correct. And the representative from AQI, my fellow panelists, and also NSD for having me. And it's special to be in the company of the technical panel and moderator as well as the faculty and students. Thank you very much. Before I start, before I answer the question more deeply, it's my obligation to briefly introduce what Sri marketing is. So, as mentioned, my name is Sanas Varnayak. I'm the CEO, Executive Director of Sri Marketing. We are the national body for marketing in Sri Lanka, and education is not the only thing that we do in Sri Lanka, but it spans across education, research, training. We also have a membership, sustainability, and so on. So it's a widely actually it goes across many industries like the marketing itself. The marketing has so many subsets within the marketing itself. We do a lot of entrepreneurial development at scale in Sri Lanka. I know that any country faces a lot of challenges. I'm glad that I'm my first time on your day, and I see a lot of similarities here, including the dialect. Some of the words are pronounced similarly to our native language. So I'm inspired and I'm actually happy that there are a lot of similarities, except for the fact that our total population is sometimes 10 to million, so Dhaka Island is 10 to million. So that's a significant number. However, in Sri Lanka, every person has 3 mobile phones. Not that everyone has 3 mobile phones, but the ratio is 1:3. So they use so much of, they have the fiber, feature, and so on and so forth. They have elaborated all 3 mobile phones. So there's been a lot of development over the years, and Professor Hussain spoke about the development that happens actually took me back in time because once I happened to be in New York and I faced the same situation in a subway at a train station. Although I'm much younger, I didn't know how to obtain a ticket. The rules are not, counters are not manned. So you either have to use the card or maybe a bill or dollar to get a. So I had to seek help from another native ecosystem. Right? So it's actually moving forward. I can remember the days when I was small. I used to read these, say, comic tabloids and see all these flying motorcycles back in the day. But today it's a reality, right? Dubai produces motorbikes. So technology is evolving, and there's no way that we can stop that involvement. Because as we speak, there's research being happened all over the world. Consequently, there are a lot of technology which is being produced, and we have to adapt ourselves. Now, see, I also have kind of IT background, but yet again, recently I had to do digital marketing course because I didn't want to face a situation where my IT guys come and complete me with the technology and so that I couldn't actually be type of standard for terminal technology. So it's an evolving world. I think entrepreneurial marketing is an important subject in any country, any society, for the fact entrepreneurs move society, economy, and countries forward. And they create jobs. There are numerous reasons why we must create and nurture entrepreneurs in a country. So we have they create jobs, they inspire economies, they bring in revenue, foreign currency will translate, Sri Lanka is in a bad shape, economically we are challenged because we are foreign reserves are between weaker. So there are a lot of issues that we face, but if you have entrepreneurs who bring in revenue and then providing uh, employment, I think that country, that society will thrive. So, getting to the answer, I think if you look at the brands that they create, I think today it has to be socially responsible because the customer today has evolved, and particularly after the COVID and post-COVID, uh, the consumer has completely changed, and is so intelligent and has access to the internet and various other sources. Even those who are not privy to the information available in the internet, they were forced to use different mechanisms like e-commerce sites to obtain goods, purchase goods, and communicate. So they become more conversant with the technologies available today, and in particular, the generation Z has born into the technological world and their tech side. So I think it's, so they, as a principle, they uh, see the differences and then how responsible the entrepreneurs are to society, to the environment, is something that they look at. And incidentally, we have also we conduct 6 national level events at SLIM in Sri Lanka. And one of them is the brand excellence, like the brand proposing in Bangladesh. We recognize best brands and award them. One segment is actually to recognize socially responsible brands in Sri Lanka. So we promote socially responsible brands through this particular awards show, award ceremony, and also in dedication we have a portfolio of 18 products. Some of them are at least 16 of them are indigenous products our own. We have created a program called ESPN, that is information brand management. They have a practical project. They have to launch a brand themselves. And so it's a very successful product in Sri Lanka, the only product available in Sri Lanka, where they go to theoretical aspects as well as they have to practically launch a brand in Sri Lanka, which is assessed and evaluated. So I think it's important that entrepreneurs be nurtured, but at the same time, they are being captured at very early stage and give the necessary ingredients to them to fight in their respective market. So, and you know that storytelling will give you it's easy to convey a message, and it is actually during the digital sphere, you have metaverse and different other means of virtual VR, virtual reality. That things that you need to absorb, you need to understand. So, storytelling is actually it's an emotional journey, something that entrepreneurs should adapt in their journey, and then of course connecting to the society because nowadays I think most of them are digital side, and it's important that we connect with such society through storytelling, and it's something that we at STEM teach the entrepreneurs. So we also help them have pocket meetings in different zones, cities. We have a system where we have pocket branches in Sri Lanka, and also we work with the Sector Study Center network of 18 centers, which is a dispersed organization. So then through these networks, we reach out to different communities and we make a sort of a platform for them to present, and then we teach them how to make stories, real stories, and so on and so forth. And then also we make certain platforms for them to collaborate with the local community. Incidentally, we have a project called Gamada Market. Now the Gamada Market is essentially Gamada is village. So now the marketing. Uh, we look at indigenous products which are uh, dying out. So what we do is we get these university system and then certain NGOs. We provide technical know-how to industry system and then we provide marketing knowledge to them. And as a result, some of these individuals, so we actually work with several industries. We start with cane, alcohol, bamboo, and even fishery. So they have successfully today producing certain products which are um, being made available at supermarkets. So we have actually helped them create livelihoods, and we have also created a platform for them to network with prospective buyers and then showcase their products and interact. So education and information provision is very important because when you are an entrepreneur, one of the strategies that they adopted is that you get your staff or your employees uh, from that particular village itself, and you can resolve one of the issues when you have native people working for your organization. So educating such people across is something again we facilitate at Serenity Marketing. Um, so educating them is very important because your sometimes your objective is not known by your society around you and the target audience. So you need to tell them what you are there for and what is meant by your products and what it can do to the society, what good it can do to individuals and uplifting the livelihoods of the society. So we facilitate that process and also we created a special program called Certificate in Entrepreneurial Marketing and intended for these entrepreneurs. So it's not only those who have ventured into entrepreneurship would enroll to this program and also aspiring. And so it doesn't end. The beauty of it is actually we have several committees, we have several individuals who work with these aspiring entrepreneurs and provide know-how. And then we have one-to-one interactions. We have different communities that are membership, which is today stands at about 1,500 as entrepreneurs in the membership. So they voluntarily involved in educating with aspiring entrepreneurs. So community engagement is important. That you, as I mentioned, you get them involved, you get the village people involved in the process, educate them, nurture them, and then tell them what they are doing. So we have several CSR projects, and most importantly, like the President said, leveraging on the digital platforms is very important. Because today, unless you are present, today nobody actually visits the website. But whether you are an authentic organization or not is actually assessed by the website is relevant. So therefore you can't avoid it. You need to have a website. But there are other platforms which you can effectively use. Like we do, ourselves at STEM, we don't now send email. We communicate through WhatsApp. It's much faster, but it's challenging at times. Sometimes someone sends a message in the middle of the night and you expect to reply in a chat. So it comes so many challenges. But that's the way forward. I guess we have no choice whatsoever. And when internet came to Sri Lanka, we realized the fact that it came to stay. And if you remember, I don't know whether you all remember, I was there at one time. So you have to use different terms and different expressions to extract information from the internet. Now it is not the case, you just give just a word information and give something to ChatGPT, it will create a report. Right? So that's the world that we live in today. And therefore, I think a lot of e-commerce sites and post-COVID, people got used to ordering through e-commerce sites. However, I think I'm glad Bangladesh government has a vision, and Sri Lanka implemented something called e-government, but unfortunately, it implemented it slow and not an integrated approach. And therefore, some of these institutions, some of these ministries were digitalized, unfortunately, not digitalized. Including today, I think about 6-7 months ago, that we can complete an online evaluation. So there are certain facilities available. But unless you have a clear vision, clear program, and then you have sort of a roadmap, I don't think that you can effectively introduce kind of a e-government or digitalized government. So that means a lot of work and a lot of coordination between the authorities and the government. So I think in that perspective, Bangladesh government has taken a good step. I think although we have certain plans, I think the plans were shelved because of economic conditions today. I'm sure looking at the development which is happening, it is possible in Bangladesh, and it is the way forward. And as an individual, I think you need to keep up with these changes. You need to adapt the technological advancement, which is, I think, you can't deny, and it is something that you have to create into your DNA, into yourself. That's the way forward. So I trust I answered the question and what that I take the time and given outloading. But thank you for the opportunity and wish other members to be as well as their officer, chancellor, co-vice chancellor, and the faculty, students, all the way there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Srinai, for sharing Sri Lankan experience regarding the implementation of entrepreneurial marketing strategies in Sri Lanka. Mr. Sanat correctly mentioned that in developing entrepreneurship, we see there are three components in the cycle, the entrepreneurship development cycle. Stimulatory activities, supporting activities, and sustaining activities. And Sanat correctly indicated that we need to give entrepreneurial teaching and education to stimulate the entrepreneurship among the citizens, among the young people. He also mentioned that if entrepreneurs are developed in a society, then society hopes economic growth happens and country moves forward. Thank you very much, Mr. Like, dear participants, now the floor is open. If you have any queries or any questions to the panelists, esteemed panelists, then you can ask question or you can pass any comment. You have. Anybody has any query or any question or anything to know from the esteemed panelists? Anybody? একটু দিকে ঘুরে, একটু হালকা একটু ঘুরে, একটু অ্যাঙ্গেল ধরে বসো। এই আরেকটু অ্যাঙ্গেল, আরেকটু অ্যাঙ্গেল। ক্যামেরা একটু সামনে, সামনে যান, একটু সামনে যান, একটু সামনে যান, ফ্রেন্ড হবে। Introduce yourself.
Hello, sir. I'm Safwan Ibn Sabri. I'm student of Northern University and I'm from English department. I have a question. Should we focus just on the product value or nowadays we are seeing that we have to focus more on the marketing, product marketing. So my question is, should we focus on the product value or the marketing? Which one first? Which one comes first? Thank you.
So would like to answer. He wants to know that whether we should focus more on product value or marketing of the product.
It depends on which side you're talking about. If you are an entrepreneur in the private sector, you just have to do the marketing and also product. And I think both should be equally supported because the product, if an entrepreneur will not be able to sustain the market if he cannot give value addition to the product or if he does not give values to the customers. So only customers will only value your values, product value, service value. Otherwise, there will be no customer for a product which doesn't add any value.
I think in my personal opinion, it's you need to consider both together, and because there is no way that you can disintegrate the two. So therefore, you look at, I mean, if you look at the product cycle, innovation happens, and therefore thereafter the product or the service, and at that point in time, you need to also deploy your marketing strategy. So it's a simultaneous thing in my personal opinion.
Thank you very much. Anybody has any other thoughts on any question, anything? No. Thank you. Now, sir, I have a question. I would like to know how to change the mindset of the citizens through entrepreneurial marketing activities.
Changing mindset is a difficult mission which only can psychologists can help. You know, back in table science, we learned one thing. Suppose if you want to change the mind of a person about certain value or some fixed notion, what you have to do is to unfreeze. Like we have seen during the 1960s, when the first time the family planning concept came, so having too many children was first discredited with lot of slogans, lot of posters, lot of video slides in the television. That is the unfreezing. The correct belief or value that you are having, it has to be unfreezed. Then you have to change it with new belief or new value that you want to create. And that has to be bombarded with similar messages through social media, through television, radio, and everywhere. You have to say that small family is good, a small family is good. And then you have to refreeze it. That means reinforce it further so it becomes strong in your mind. That's the process of changing the mindset of a person. I don't know how we can do it for the entire society. That's a big challenge and $1 million question.
Thank you, sir. In fact, everybody is fixed with his own beliefs and cultures, previous beliefs. So that the first thing is to unfreeze. and it is the difficult job, most difficult job, unfreeze them, and then refreezing what our professor said. So first, we need to unfreeze and then refreeze, where only we can change the mindset towards a new setting. Thank you very much. So it was really an interesting discussions this evening, and the esteemed panelists, Professor Anwar Hossain, Naima Shafii, and Shinana Ege, they raised number of relevant and important issues related to entrepreneurial marketing essence that can shape the smart citizens of Asian country, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. So in conclusion, the essence of entrepreneurial marketing has a profound impact, we can say, on shaping future smart citizens who will drive the progress and development of our nations. By fostering innovation, which has indicated by the panelists this evening, empowering individuals, literacy is very important, and encouraging social impact. Entrepreneurial marketing plays a pivotal role in preparing citizens to thrive in the evolving landscape of the 21st century. Entrepreneurial marketing, you may have questioned that you know what is marketing, but you don't know entrepreneurial marketing. Marketing that will ensure the self-empowerment, marketing that will be proactive, marketing that will increase the confidence of the person. So that type of marketing is here explained as the entrepreneurial marketing. So entrepreneurial marketing inspires people to think creatively, can help identify opportunities and develop innovative solutions to societal changes. What is mentioned by Professor Anwar Hossain, that the technological development goes fast, but societal development cannot keep pace with the technological development, lags behind. So there is a gap always we see in the society. Society cannot cope up with the pace of the technological development, and that is why the social challenges we face, social challenges to adapt new technology. In entrepreneurial marketing nurtures a mindset of self-efficacy, independence, and initiative, and it empowers citizens to take charge of their own destiny and that contribute actively in their communities. Moreover, entrepreneurial marketing promotes digital literacy, as I mentioned, ensuring that citizens can effectively navigate the digital domain and leverage technology for their personal and professional growth. These digital competence is essential in an increasingly interconnected and technology-driven world country like Bangladesh. An important aspect of entrepreneurial marketing is its emphasis on creating social value alongside the economic value. By encouraging citizens to consider the social and environmental impact of their actions, this marketing cultivates a sense of responsibility and drives the development of businesses and initiatives that contribute positively to the development of the society. Furthermore, entrepreneurial marketing enables economic growth, of course, by fostering the growth of startups, that means the new entrepreneurs, small businesses, and entrepreneurial ventures. These enterprises create jobs, stimulate economic activity, and contribute to the overall competitiveness and resilience of the nation. Collaboration and networking, that is also indicated by the speakers here this evening, are also key components of entrepreneurial marketing. by fostering collaboration among citizens, entrepreneurs, and stakeholders. Entrepreneurial marketing creates an ecosystem where individuals can learn from each other, pool resources, and collectively work towards common goals. Importantly, entrepreneurial marketing cultivates adaptive and resilient citizens who can navigate change and overcome setbacks. It fosters a culture of continuous learning, preparing individuals to face the challenges and opportunities of the future with agility and resilience. In summary, we can say that entrepreneurial marketing plays a vital role in shaping future smart citizens who are sustainable, motivated, agile, resilient, and tech-savvy. By promoting innovation, empowering individuals, enhancing digital literacy, encouraging social impact, fostering collaboration, and advocating continuous learning, entrepreneurial marketing equips citizens with the skills, mindsets, and resources to contribute to the progress and prosperity of our nations. Thank you very much for questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your insightful speech. I would now like to request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Anand Hussain, to give the closing remarks. Thank you, sir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I think it's a long day. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Nazrul Islam, and moderator of this session, respectable fellow moderators, Dr. Shanat Jaisurya from CEO of Sri Lanka Marketing Institute, Mr. Naeem Ashraf from A2I, Government of Bangladesh, my colleagues and their students. It was quite hectic. A lot of events has taken place. First of all, I would like to say happy birthday to Professor Philip Portland. On 27th May, he has turned 93 from 92, 92nd birthday. So we pay our respect to him and we listen to his brilliant speech where he covered modern marketing and also entrepreneurship. Well, I don't want to inflict election on you because that is not the time. All of us are hungry and tired. We have to retire. I would like to say thank you to many people. First of all, I would like to thank our Honorable Chairman, Professor Dr. A.Y.M. Abdullah, who assigned this event to all of us. And I would also like to thank Professor Dr. Nazrul Islam for wonderfully coordinating this particular event, and also Dr. Mofiz from School of Business, Mr. Kausi, School of Business, and other colleagues who supported, and the magnificent support we have got from the corporate marketing team, and also our official, Mr. Mohsin, who provided the support, logistic support to us, infrastructure. I think that there are some sociological issues that we would like to think about integration. Suppose we now these days we are not on words like innovation, creativity, and other things. Sociologists will say, what is a tradition? Tradition is approved goals and approved means. Approved goal, approved means. So if you want to have a child, you got to get married. And then you will get a child. But innovation is something different, where you have these approved means but approved goal. You live together and you get a child. So this is very interesting. In our society, we have to think of innovation which nobody else has thought of. I remember when there was a particular company, like where a worker, he found out that the spare part they used in the machine had to be imported at $37, which he could produce in 12 hours in that time, Pakistan period. So that is what innovation, and the management grabbed hold of it and used this idea and created that spare parts to be local. So a lot of creativities are there. Our Dholai Khan is also very creative manufacturer. Innovations takes place there. So sometimes you copy from others, or sometimes you design it for yourself. So as an entrepreneur, I think this is very important. That one should always sense what can happen, how opportunities are. In the environment, there are opportunities, and you just take hold of that opportunity to make it a successful productive service in business house. During COVID, during pandemic, lot of digital online business houses sprang up, like Chandal and others, Daraz. So they are now surviving. Some of them could not survive because of their wrong policy or unethical business. But those who have done ethical business with real rigor, they are still here. So sustainability. Professor Philip Butler says that planet, apart from profit, planet is also another important ingredient in marketing. If you cannot make this planet sustainable, environment friendly, then nothing will be there for all of us. As you know, the global warming and other things have already made our life very miserable. So let us not try to destroy this planet, let us try to save this planet. And he's trying to influence the young mind. Millions of young people have been already trained and influenced by World Marketing Summit and also this kind of problem. So let us all support these values, and our government is also very strong to create a better Bangladesh, a digital Bangladesh, smart. With this few words, I would like to thank all of you, the students, my dear students, and my faculty members who have taken all the troubles to stay here and also participate in this wonderful event that we are holding here, simultaneously along with 17 other universities. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your very insightful speech. Before we conclude, I would like to extend our heartfelt appreciation to the Asia Marketing Federation, the Marketing Society of Bangladesh, and Bangladesh Brand Forum for their efforts in organizing this event. We would also like to acknowledge our event sponsors and partners, supported by 5 Year Now, Daffodil University, and NOG. Event partner, Prime and Tasty Treat, and strategic partner, UCSI, University of Bangladesh Campus. Technology partner, Amra Technology Limited, and PR partner, Anbag PR. Let us embark on this journey of knowledge, inspiration, and celebration. I would like to say good night to you all. Thank you for being here with us and for joining this auspicious event. Your vivid presence made the evening worthwhile. Thank you and good night.